is now time to join the stabilized lining and the crochet outer piece. So this is joined basically in the same way that you did all of these joinings, only instead of joining two crochet pieces, you're joining a crochet piece to a lining piece. So you want to get everything where it's supposed to be, and then what I'll do is pin two corners of whichever edge I am going to join. So I'm going to join the edge of this 20 to this edge of the lining here, and I'm just pinning the two corners. So now, actually I'm going to unpin this corner since I know this is the one I'm starting with, and I need to weave in my tail first. So I'm just going to quickly weave in the tail. And I know I want to work down through, away from myself, so I'm going to start by sewing right through the seam between these two pieces. Okay, you can catch a little bit of one or the other, doesn't matter, that's fine, but I'm going to go right through the corner, so the seam of those two pieces. All right, and now I want to catch this corner stitch. So I'm sewing through the top two loops of the corner stitch where there's already a bar, and again through the seam in between these two pieces of lining. And that is the bar at the beginning of my join. Now I'm going to make the whip stitches all the way across, and it is easy peasy. You're just going to stitch underneath the top two loops of the next stitch, and then through the edge of the lining. You can catch some of the plastic canvas stabilizer if you want, or not, whichever way, it does not matter. Just go ahead and sew through. As long as you catch some of the lining, you will be fine. Okay, and then underneath the next stitch, top two loops of the next stitch, and through the lining as well, and then through the top two loops of the next stitch and the lining. All right, and so you can see what you have going here is the same as you had before. You have the bar at the beginning of the sides being joined, then you'll have the whip stitches. When you get to this end, you'll do another bar. All right, and I tend to just go all the way around where I'm joining. All right, when I get to this part, I'm only going to join, here. The little shelf that has the snaps on it are not covered with crochet. And remember, since this was a little shelf and there's a bit of a lip here, we have plenty of room to stitch to. All right, so I'm just going to stitch in one direction all the way around, making a bar at every seam and then the whip stitches in between. And because the bars are going right through in between the two, it will really pull each of those seams together. Even though right now they're being pulled apart just by the strain, they'll be pulled back together again. And then I'll get all the way back to here again. And when I do, I can go the other direction. And I'll just start working it back in the opposite direction so I can continue to work down to work away from myself. But if I didn't want to, all I would have to do is start sewing towards myself, and that would make the whip stitches go the opposite direction to make the X's. That's all it's going to take to put the whip stitches all the way around the edge of your piece, the edge of your join between your crochet and your lining. And so you can see you end up with something like this, okay, where I have X's around the flaps that are open and X's around what's closed, and plenty of room for the X's wherever there is a shelf. Okay, so there you go. That's what it looks like when done. All right, happy stitching.